we are all aware of how fame changes people. Like as a man, that's kind of always, and that's part of like setting a goal that you don't know for a fact that you can achieve, right? It's that fear, like, will I actually get there? And if I get there, like, will I actually be able to handle it or be able to retain that success?
Just having all the eyeballs on you and the fear of like, is this gonna change who I am? Some people might try and talk you out of it and be like, oh, like, why would you do that, bro? That sounds dumb. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you tell a dream to a small thinker, easy way to kill a dream, right?
Even me as like starting to be a business owner, it challenged me. I was like, damn, like now information makes people aware that you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, you are aware versus trying to gatekeep it. I think human beings, and that's why I like, you said Alex Hormozi, that's why I really like him. Like a lot of entrepreneurs, I think it's changing now with social media, but a lot of entrepreneurs, especially back in the day, would feel like they had to protect information because they don't want anyone else to find out about it, and it might ruin their chance of success.
Right.
So, but he literally has free books and has free things and gives free information all the time. And it's like, even me as like starting to be a business owner, it challenged me. I was like, damn, like, how are you going to give all your info out? Like, or it feels like he's giving all
Give it all away.
Yeah, like what? Like, how you do that? Because if you give everything away, then what do they pay for?
Right.
But I started to understand that your value as a content creator, entrepreneur cannot really be bought. Like what you have to offer is unique to everyone else. So once you understand that, you start to hone that, and that's what is going to really set you apart from everyone else. So it's definitely, as much as I can hate on people who reject collabs, I can see myself doing it too, in the sense of like wanting to gatekeep information or not being like sometimes I have calls with people that I know just want to know the information I have to give without like hiring me. And like I used to be really skeptical about like how much should I tell them? Should I tell them? You know what I mean? But now I'm kind of like, okay, just ask me and I'll tell you. Like, but now the question is, are you gonna do it? That's a whole nother thing, right? So I'm starting to learn that too as I'm going. Yeah, that's really interesting that you said that.
100% when you said about the giving it all away for free type thing, the gatekeeping and stuff, because I feel like when you give, you actually like receive more. Like when you give away like the information and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you know, go back to biblical. I'm pretty sure the Bible says you gotta give, right? And you give and you receive more, because when you're giving away that information, right? People are gonna go, oh, this guy's really smart. I should pay for his services. Rather than gatekeeping, he doesn't really know much. Maybe I should be skeptical.
Yes. Well, that's crazy that you said that. It just triggered a conversation I had yesterday, and like they were saying like, because I apparently gave them an advice of telling them like, why ask advice from somebody if you don't know that they can help you? And now I'm like, that's a good point, because so now if I gatekeep information, how will somebody know that I can help them? So it's coming in full circle for me, even though it seems really obvious, but like really giving out information makes people aware that you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, you are aware, versus trying to gatekeep it. You might actually lose more that way versus giving it out. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's facts, man. Like definitely like just giving away for free, like change the game.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what is kind of your plan moving forward? I don't know if you want to talk about this on camera, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What's your plan moving forward for the year in terms of like content creation? Is there anything new we should be expecting? Is there anything like what, do you understand my question?
What kind of plans do I have for content creation and stuff like that? Yeah, I've got some plans. Like definitely, I've got I started doing this new thing last year called the Black History Month podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited. I already started working on it. I'm
Yeah.
writing the scripts for it and stuff like that. Writing, not really a script, but like just writing
No.
ideas and stuff I'm going to talk about. I feel like it's something I'm really kind of like, in a way, passionate about, like learning about Black history and stuff. So it's as
I think I've seen one of those videos about like Mansa Musa and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool because there are people out there who are aware of the history that we have as Black people for sure. So no, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's one of the major ones. Honestly, just like growing more online. I'm really just trying to grow my social media, just trying to reach more, get more followers, you know what I mean? Learn the algorithm more. I might start like taking a more active role in like the fitness training and using content, stuff like that. But yeah, you guys will see all of that. I don't want to reveal too much, but just give a little taste.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gatekeeping, but like I'm like
yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's just funny that we talked about that just a second ago. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Actually, just a side note. I feel like here's the thing. I think when it's in terms of like gatekeeping, like how do I say it? Like gatekeeping, I talked about this in the last video. Like gatekeeping goals and stuff is different. I think.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but sorry, finish.
Yeah, gatekeeping goals is different because it's like like I said last video, like some people might try and talk you out of it and be like, oh, like why would you do that, bro? That sounds dumb. Like you know what I mean? Like you tell a dream to a small thinker, easy way to kill a dream, right? But when it comes to like stuff like information that's like valuable that has helped you, like just give that away, right? You gotta have an abundance that, just because you give away, tips and secrets, there's enough room for us to all win type of thing. Yeah.
I like that. There's enough room for us to all win.
Yeah.
And sad part, not everyone is gonna win. Not everyone.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's just true. It's just the reality of life. It's not everyone's gonna win. So I never worry about like who else is gonna win with me. Like, are they gonna stop me for winning? But yeah, I like what you said about like not gatekeeping, but protecting your goals.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to not tell the whole world about your goals because nobody likes a person who talks big and then achieves little. I'd rather talk little and achieve big. That's definitely how I think for sure. Like, you don't want to be the boy who cried wolf. Like, no, you don't. Like, you don't want to say all these things and not do any of them because like for me, it hunts me. It hunts me. Like if I tell somebody that I'm going to do something, like when I told you, oh, I'm going to send you a program and I forgot, I feel genuinely bad. Like I'm like I know there's a lot going on, but because I said I would, like I feel obligated to do it now. So, that's why I try and be very careful what I say, but I often slip up. But yeah, no, you're right. It's very hard, but this kind of, you triggered my next question when you were talking about growing your page. Do you ever have a fear of fame?
Yes. It's crazy you actually asked me that. I didn't think it was possible, but I do have that fear. I do.
What comes with that? What causes that fear for you?
For me, it's the fear of just having all the eyeballs on you and the fear of like, is this going to change who I am? Am I going to start acting a fool? Because you see all these famous guys get clout, like money, fame, and power and stuff. Like, is that going to change who I am? Like, like I feared like, even just like the fear of like success. Like, am I able to handle it? Am I even capable to handle the pressure of that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the fear.
Yeah, no, like as a man, that's kind of always, and that's part of like setting a goal that you don't know for a fact that you can achieve, right? It's that fear, like, will I actually get there? And if I get there, like, will I actually be able to handle it or be able to retain that success? So I think that's definitely hard, definitely for me too. Same experience. Like, and I think that's like you have all these ideas in your head, and execution is one thing, but you have a fear of like becoming something different, you know,
Yeah.
and like changing. And yeah, you're right in the sense of kind of the reason I asked that question is we are all aware of how like fame changes people. Like
Hmm.
it's very obvious. Like social media making it very apparent, but even if you think about like, for instance, the Disney kids,
Yes.
like how fame changed them,
Mhm.
or like people who got gained fame later in life, or lots of people. For instance, a person that's come to mind is Patrick Mahomes, his brother or cousin or whatever. That guy, like,
That guy.
yeah, like fame changed him,
Mm.
and like we never knew him before that, and then all of a sudden it's all over social media, right? So it's like
Mm.
it definitely changes people and makes you a completely different person.
Mm.
So definitely that fear is always in the back of my head.
Definitely with that fear though, I found ways to kind of combat it. Like with the first aspect of
Just
it,
educate me,
the,
please.
the first aspect of like, what's it called? This fearing like changing or whatever is just accepting the fact that we're all human and on the way to fame, we're gonna make mistakes. As
Mm,
much as you want to avoid it, you're gonna screw up, right? We're only
mm,
human beings. I think it's just one of those things. It's just as long as you keep God close and just understand that you're gonna look at David,
mm,
like King David, right?
mm.
You got the became the king or whatever. He did some messed up stuff, but as
Yeah.
long as you stay close to God and stuff like
Mm.
that, like He's gonna bring you back on path.
I
And
love that you brought up David. I absolutely love that you brought up David.
Mm.
But yeah, you're right.
The second aspect to it too is where that fear of success, of like the fear of like, oh, am I able to change? Am I able to be something different? I'm gonna get a little personal here, but like I saved this quote, the Coach Carter quote, where
Mm-hmm.
it's like our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but we are powerful beyond
Beyond,
measure.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And to sum it short, like, it's like, who are you not to be, right? Who are you not to be great, right? Because the glory of God is within all of us, right? And
Mm-hmm.
us not like expressing that, it's kind of it does a disservice to everyone else because then they can't get inspired off that and they can't reach their true potential too. So I think we're all meant to reach our true potential. So we have to kind of get out of that fear of success. We have to really just start embracing it and just. That's why I saved it on my phone because I remind myself every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I feel that fear, I look at my phone and be like, hey, like, you know.
Where this guy is touching my heart. I just want to go think about my whole life again. No, but that's really powerful, man. Like, yeah. What's that Coach Carter quote? Say it
It's like
again.
our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate, but we are powerful beyond
Beyond,
measure.
yeah.
Like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the full podcast, click right here.